Good morning, South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
Take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast as Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of the day.
So call in at 888-565-1470 to share a tip of the day.
Or just to say good morning. Shake off your sleepies, buckle in, cause it's showtime!
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Rush. You know what the morning rush means?
Morning rush means we're late?
Always late. Means we get started late.
Yeah, I know. Traffic is what happened.
What? No.
He does not have a green
How
light.
about now? Morning to the morning rush. Morning rush means we always start late and we don't have the mics on.
Technical difficulties. Good morning to you.
I would think the mics would be on. So let me get this right. I'm working in Studio B. You're floating around here. You couldn't turn the mics on.
I put the batteries in and I put them out. I did not want to waste the batteries if we were not going to use them.
You couldn't turn it on.
I could, but I did not.
But you tell me that the way I sit, I can never teach how to do television production.
Yes, we did talk
But-
about.
But, no, I am not done with you. But teaching television production works when we
Turn on the mics?
don't turn on the mics. Okay.
So get this, I just got an interesting text from our kids in Capes. Instead of recording, they would like to go live on Thursday. How do you like that?
I love it. I've
I
been
love
asking
it.
them for a year to do
So
that.
they are going to come in and do their show live on Thursday night, which is pretty exciting. I just have to answer her back.
Let's see what else Slick will break today.
How awesome is that? I just got that text, so that would be unbelievable.
So let me get this right. They are actually going to wing it live on Thursday night.
Yep.
Now you do realize if there was a vase there to be had,
Slip
it
would have
would be
broken it?
it would have been 86 by now. I'm just letting you know you're 2 for 2. You're at your pace.
The candles on, we're good to go. So you know, we had an empty pot out front. And I know you don't believe in all of my stuff, but when you're not here, I put things away. So I don't have to explain myself to you, like the pots, like the things that I don't like to be in front of doorways and empty pots, and I move them. And it takes you a while to notice that I move. You know when I moved that 10 days ago?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me not look down because I was told I can't teach television production because I'm looking on my phone.
No,
Though
I
I
didn't
do
tell you
share it
that.
out to 50 different places, and I guess I have to do that while still looking at the camera. Let me see. Can I do this? Yes. Getting back to the pot. The reason that I asked you to put the pot in the front was not to keep it empty. I asked you to put it in the front and to take one of that beautiful plant that's right there and put it in the pot.
I don't think that's an outdoor plant, though.
You don't know.
Yeah, these are all indoor plants. So
You don't know
she's
that.
actually coming on Thursday, Jeannie.
Well, you put the big one
Patty, I mean.
outside, and that's not an outdoor plant.
I know.
Okay, so here you go. The logic
I
of
didn't want to
doing
kill two. I was
the
gonna
logic
cut
of
my
doing
losses with one.
put things outside because they die. Freddie does it, and it's not an outdoor plant.
So Patty Paget's going to come on Thursday, and she's going to clean up our plants, and she's actually having a plant sale on Friday. All the donations go back to help these children in Haiti.
Yes.
So
it's
she's
a
coming
very
on
important
Thursday,
cause.
and we're going to talk about that. It's Kids for Kids Ministry and all of the plants that we have here. And if you were looking for small plants, large plants, anything for your home, your office, proceeds go back to help these children in Haiti in their orphanage who don't even have running water, they don't have food, they don't have beds, and every dollar goes back to help these children.
You're amazing.
So she will be here on Thursday to revitalize our plants because I
You
do not
are-
have a green thumb.
You are amazing.
Why?
Because I get on your case about what you get
I
on
have
my
an
case.
answer?
Right? No, and then you use the platform. That's your timing is impeccable.
But yeah, I have to tell you, October has been off to a really great start, and it's only the first week in October. We've got a new show starting.
Yeah,
Ask
tell me,
Dear
tell me,
Abby on Fridays.
tell me about that. And I think Slick, you have something to do with this as well as Vinny, or you and Pierre.
We're actually going to change it. Maybe we're going to rotate, at least for this week. We're going to do one male and one female asking the questions. So I'm going to ask Mia, because Mia's here on Fridays, to kind of get a fresh female perspective on it. She's going to do a segment with us tomorrow, Ask Dear Abby, for love and relationship advice. And then on Friday, her show will start at 11 o'clock on Ant Media Productions. And it's kind of a call-in, writing your questions on love, relationship, all these questions you might have for Ask Dear Abby.
You know, I'm really shocked that you would say that, because I got to see Alan Knight and Dr. J, not see here because they're not on video,
Right.
on Saturday, 11 o'clock, and I called in. And it's so funny because, you know, Dr. J has always been a friend of our show. And now she has her own, and I called in to congratulate them. And I says, you know, nice job, congratulations, I'm enjoying your show. And I love hearing you guys at WNN, and yada, yada, yada. So you could tell quickly that Alan Knight goes, oh, it's Freddie Santori from, and he's like, low. I said, no, don't get down. I was just congratulating you.
Yeah.
He says, well, do you have a question? And I says, no, I don't have a question. I have a comment. I like what you guys are doing because I'm a better get up and go type of guy, and yada, yada, yada. And then he says, well, why don't you plug in your show? And I says, no, this is not what I'm calling about. I'm not calling about plugging my show. I am with the Beasley Family Network, and you guys are too, and anything we could do to help you, you know where we are. Congratulations. This is your moment, and moving on.
So Abby was ever so grateful, and that takes me to the next thing I was going to ask you, that maybe we will air her show Friday next week on radio one night. I'm thinking maybe Monday at 7:30.
You can't do Friday. You can do Monday.
I'm thinking maybe Monday at 7:30.
Well, my point was
So we'll
that
see how that
they
goes.
do a very similar subject matter, but they don't do relationships. They do everything. And the thing with Dear Abby that I like is that she talks about a little bit about everything. She talks about relationships. She talks about millennial relationships. She talks about all this stuff, right? So last night on HBO, they have a series called Who We Are. Have you seen this?
No? Have you, Slick?
Anybody here seen Who We Are? Who We Are on HBO. What do you call when you guys, what do you call when millennials have parties? They take a little bit of the drug. What's that drug called?
Ecstasy?
Ecstasy, and they freak out and start looking like zombies and walking around
I
naked.
call that stupidity.
I know, but what do you call it? Is that a rave, a rave? What is that, a rave?
It's
it
a
a
rave. It's a rave.
It's a rave, okay.
Yeah.
So
but
I'm watching.
it's not just specific only just to raves because
Not to who?
not
just
to
specific
raves,
to
not
raves.
just to rave parties. Because
It's a rave party. A rave
No.
party is when there's all sorts of stuff going on.
no. Yes.
There were body parts out there, bro. I'm gonna tell you. Not for nothing.
So what was that show?
Yeah, this is who we are. It's about millennials in the current situation. And one of the kids got married to an Italian hottie. I'm going to tell you, hottie. And he was going to boot camp the next
A
day.
female or male?
Male, female.
Okay.
He was going to boot camp, so he got married that day, and they had a rave party for the wedding reception. And I'm going to tell you, I ain't seen so many body parts since Debbie did Dallas.
I bet you Val's party will not be like that.
But I wanted to
Slick's
ask.
might,
Well,
but
hold
Val
on.
not
I
so
wanted to
much.
ask, have you ever been to a rave party? That's
Me?
what I wanted to ask. Yeah.
Yeah, I can say because what is it? Raves have light shows like people with gloves.
You know what I'm talking
but
about.
I never participated or partake
Of
in
course
what
not.
they
You're
were-
like Bill Clinton. You never
No,
inhaled.
I'm not gonna
Okay.
partake. I was
get
in the
it.
atmosphere.
You watched it and you didn't inhale.
I was in the atmosphere. That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
You expect me to believe that you
No,
were
because
sitting there
Snoop- 'cause
fully clothed,
Fully clothed. Yeah, I was fully clothed.
and everybody else is naked. You
No,
so
they
full
weren't
of donkey
naked.
dust,
They
it's
were
blowing
not.
in the
They
sand.
were no. I'm not BSing. I did not partake
Right,
because
right.
my friends can't even vouch
Makes
for me. I
sense.
never
So come on, we
partake.
got a question for you. First of all, I can tell you're not telling me the truth.
I am
Let
telling
me tell you
Drew.
one. Let me tell you one of Slick's telltales. You want to know what it is? When you play cards, you can tell people are bluffing. You
Can
know
you?
how?
How?
Yeah, that's why they wear the sunglasses and the hats and all that. When Slick isn't telling you the truth, he goes into La La Land and looks up. Like, God, I'm gonna lie now. Please forgive me. Here it is.
Raves
Here
I've
it is.
been to.
I'm gonna
The
point
raves
it
I've
out
been
to
to,
you.
I never partaked in anything
You
that
didn't
was
partake.
going. No.
So you were completely clothed, where everybody else was walking around nude and dancing like a zombie.
They weren't. They were not nude. They were not nude from the raves that I've been to, and I'm speaking off personal experience. They were not nude,
Okay.
but I never partaked in the situation. Just drinks.
don't
They had they had a bar.
So, Dawn, I need to ask you: have you ever been involved in a rave party,
I have never been to a rave.
even in
Genzo,
college?
I guess they weren't called raves in college.
What were they called? That's what I was trying to express
Fraternity
last time.
parties.
Okay,
Have I ever been to a frat party? Yeah.
I never went to a frat party either. Never.
Do you love to bring up my past? I have to tell you, I was such the good girl, but the fact that you always put me in these circumstances that I seem not to be
Get a mic.
I seem not to be that good girl is really funny
Make sure it's on.
because I was always the good girl.
All right, so you went to a frat party.
I went to many frat parties.
Oh, many frat parties. And were they dancing around naked?
Because I went to the U.
Were they wearing toga?
Were they naked?
No, we were never naked.
So no togas?
You're telling me you went to one of those parties where people drink tea and the
No,
pinkies are
I
out?
didn't say that, but people had their clothes
Oh, so,
on.
so it was, but it was a wild party.
Probably. You know, like frat parties, your feet stick
Why
to the
is it
floor.
that when it's a bad thing,
What's
it's
a
third
wild
person?
party?
Oh, people take off their. You got to watch this thing last night. There were
No,
people.
we all had our
their
clothes
clothes
on.
were off. They were making buku buku stuff all over. It didn't
No.
matter who was
I've
with
never
who.
been to parties like that.
It was like a giant orgy.
No, I've never been to a party
Yeah,
like
never.
that.
Yeah.
That I have to tell
They
you. Been to
had
parties,
clothes
but not
on
like
on-
that.
Never
my
went to a
raves.
rave party and they're dancing and smacking their heads all over the
Never.
place.
I went to a
and-
rave party once or twice.
Were
back
they
then.
clothed?
Okay, tell
Were
me
they
about
clothed?
that.
Well, definitely, duh.
See, he's talking
Although-
about they were naked.
Although I went to the convention, so of course everyone's clothed.
See,
You were
We
clothed,
went to a rave convention.
Yeah, it was a convention. They had a rave party afterward.
Oh, okay.
right? Were you? Did you notice that you had clothes on or no?
Everyone has clothes on. Everyone.
they have clothes on. They're not. See,
No
it's
one's
not
naked.
me. He thought I was lying. Unbelievable.
How nice Vinny's smile is. I never see your smile. That's very nice. That's the problem with
And,
the
look,
mask.
and quickly he puts the mask on.
You've had a very nice smile. Oh, I just embarrassed. I'm sorry, but you do. You should smile more.
Thank you.
I have to tell you though, I was a little bit in a flux yesterday in the afternoon. The state of the negativity in this world is I got to tell you,
That's
as
'cause
much
there aren't-
magic as I can spread, I'm like feeling I'm on catch up to
There
spread
is
all of
not
my
enough
magic.
rave in the world.
There's not enough magic to combat the negativity in this world.
Negativity.
So I met this really cool woman yesterday. She's in Hawaii. She's in Maui, and she grew up in Maui. And she doesn't like the word healer because she thinks that's too woo-woo. She's very scientific in her quantum energy work that she does.
I guess she's a quantum leap.
Yes, she can call 100%. She is a quantum leaper. Yes, how cool is that? So she quantum leaps and she clears people's bodies and she sees it, she scans it, kind of like the Bionic Man. She will scan your body visually, quantumly, stop it. And she sees grids and numbers and she clears your body. She talks to the
Really?
animals. Maybe she can help you with Casper. And it's pretty cool that she's in Hawaii. So we're going to be interviewing her next week. She wants to give me a session, and I gave her fair warning on me. See that silence?
You know, it's really
Yeah.
funny. It's really funny. So Dawn has found someone to listen to her music.
Ooh.
You understand? It's really ironic when you find somebody who can hear your music, because we know it's there, we just can't hear it. She's like all gushy gushy.
Not gushy gushy.
Yeah, gushy gushy.
No, because we work with a lot of people that are healers in our community. We work with Leslie, who does laser. Tracy,
Yeah, but that's
who
not
does
this.
other.
This is very deep. This is quantum physics.
This
like,
is quantum physics. This is the
quantum leap.
science. This is the science behind it. Her story was really cool because she never told anyone she could do this because she never knew she was different than anybody else. You know when you're a kid and you do things and you just think that's normal? When you're a kid and you need glasses, you can't see clearly, you think everybody's like that. She thought everybody could do what she did
so
until she
you
told
are
her mother.
actually going to place logic to your symbolism.
Why? That's so
Got it.
logical for what
Got
we
it.
do.
I got it. All right. And
Don't you think that's pretty
Oh, wait a minute. I
amazing?
can't sit like that because I'm not teaching.
So she
proper
popped
TV
in my
etiquette.
brain a couple weeks ago to help me with a headache, a couple Saturdays ago, which was kind of funny. Then I spent the
She
rest of
popped in your brain.
She says, let me pop in for a little bit and try and clear your headache. From Maui, which was kind of cool.
I just would like to see the girls because I can't. I want to see if they can even look straight when you come out with these statements. She pops in your brain.
And then I spent the rest of the weekend laughing at Chuck.
You
And he said to me,
laughing
why do
at
you
Chuck?
keep laughing at me? I said, I don't know. It must be the lady, the lady in my head.
The lady in your head made you laugh at Chuck.
All weekend. He would look at me and I would laugh. And he'd look at me some more and I would laugh. It was quite interesting, I must say. It changed the
I
perspective.
would like to talk to this lady today, please.
We're gonna. I'll call
No, I want to
Kat.
call her
You
today.
want to call
No,
Kat?
right now. I want to call her right
She's in
now.
Hawaii. It's the middle of the night, but we'll call her a little bit later.
Holy smokes.
They are 6 hours earlier than we are.
Listen, our phone lines are open and they're working. 888-994-4995.
Or you can just pop into my head and we can have a conversation.
No,
that
don't
way
do
also.
that. Don't do that. But I would like to hear from you. I would like to hear from you. And I want to hear if you have a quantum leap story like what Dawn just described.
Isn't that cool though?
No, it's kind of scary.
Why?
Everybody
I
in the room is a little bit mortified
You
about
guys
your
think
fear.
that's a scary thing? Does it freak you out? Does that not seem normal to you?
I mean, like if
Boy,
I'm looking at
they're
it,
protecting their answers. You can speak. If I'm asking you, you put it right between my eyes.
Yeah, tell me the truth.
Tell
to
me
me,
the
this seems like
truth.
totally normal.
okay, the truth is like, for me, I'm thinking about it as in wellness. So
What?
wellness,
Get the hell out of here.
yeah,
It's like
Get
aligning
out.
your chakras.
it's aligning the feng
Wow.
shui. I'm thinking about it as like wellness.
I can't, you
because
guys are
that
so
falls under the
phony
wellness
baloney.
class.
What did I say?
Yeah, it's just your smile. You begin with the softness. Well, Dawn, because it's you. They treat you nice. If I said that, they say you have lost your mind. You're psycho.
Why? Slick gets his chakras aligned. Vinny goes to Leslie. It's no different. It's just she doesn't do it physically in front of you because she's
Brought
in
to you by
Hawaii. She does
Carmen
it
Care.
quantumly. She does it through physics.
Wouldn't you want to know like
What do
about
I
your
wanna know?
chakras? If your chakras are aligned, she can align your chakras.
The problem is that there's one missing chakra. You have that one disalignment. Nobody seems to be able to help you with that one.
No.
That's what he said.
Ooh,
That's what
what'd
he
you
said.
So her story's
say?
kind of cool. I was on the phone for the
Wow.
whole, a long time yesterday,
Look,
which
he's
was
all,
pretty nice.
look, he's laughing.
He just went after
Put the
me like
camera
that's
on him.
verbal abuse
Ooh, what
right
you
there.
No, let's
I don't
make him
think I
purple.
don't think they can get it to register. Is Teddy here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
there they
got
go.
it.
Oh, hi, guys. There they are.
Now we have the double whammy. Now we get to see him all flustered. Yeah. Tell us about your alien chakra.
Good morning,
guys-
Connie. Connie is joining us. We get to
Guys, I
intro-
don't know what he's talking about, but I'm just saying that's a part of wellness. Like she can do some wellness in you to align,
She can align your grids. I
Yes.
think it's so cool that she
so
sees
you can
your
think
body.
more positively. Give positive vibes.
I think you're
Yes.
positively out of your mind. But okay. No, I think it's helpful. Anything that's helpful is good. It's just the way you deliver it is hilarious. You're like Vinny. I can always tell when Vinny's about to deliver something funny.
It's not funny. I think it was really interesting. But she's a great lady, so we're going to interview her and have her on. We've got Connie who's watching. Good morning, Connie. She's going to be joining us on our afternoon show. She's a grandmapreneur. Instead of a mompreneur, she's a grandmapreneur.
Preneur?
Preneur. Like an
Like an
entrepreneur.
entrepreneur.
An entrepreneur, but she's a grandma.
I'm
This was-
a pop-popreneur.
This is after retirement. She invented, you're going to love it, by the way, Pop-Up.
Pop-popreneur.
Pop-Up, you're going to love what she invented when we interview her.
Pop-popreneur. I can make a song. Pop-popreneur.
Absolutely. She will inspire you. There is no doubt. Wait till you see what she created. It's a magnifier light calculator when you go out to restaurants.
Really? That is so necessary because you can't read the menu.
That's exactly what Connie said. And that's
You ever
why
go to a
she
menu
created
and
it.
it's so dark you can't see it? So you put on your light on your phone and you blind everybody and the waiter trips and stuff is spaghetti and wine goes all over people?
So this
Sounds
is what
personal.
This
That
is
happened
what
to
she
me.
created.
That
And
happened
she's
to
been on
me.
QVC, and it's really a cool gadget.
It
so we're
is.
going to be interviewing her this afternoon.
Wow. You're going to be interviewing her?
We.
Oh, we.
We.
Oh, the
We,
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 we.
we.
I
You
was
and me.
seeing the calendar today. I was
We.
totally
How
confused.
do you like that calendar?
Very confusing.
It's pretty impressive, though.
I have
isn't
no
it?
idea. You got names on top of names. I don't know what that means.
That means
Which
there's-
restaurant you went to?
What restaurant did you go to?
Bonefish Grill.
Where's that?
Bonefish? It's pretty well known.
There's a couple. There's one up in
But
Delray. There's one.
I had
in
a
Boca.
friend. I had a friend of the one in Boca until somebody that I know in my life messed that up. But I had a friend, and I used to get seated, like anywhere and everywhere. And one day I couldn't read the menu; it was too dark, and I turned on the light, and the waiter came over, and I went like this with the light, and it went by him and it hit the guy behind him that was carrying a tray, and
How do you
No,
like the
no.
new menus with the QR codes? Have you seen those?
Sounds more a hassle.
Well, that's a problem.
Why?
What good is that if you can't see the thing? You're gonna see it on your phone?
The QR code, yeah.
And plus,
People aren't giving out menus
Not
anymore.
everyone knows what a QR reader is.
You use it with your phone, which is, well, I mean, with your camera app.
Well, yeah, but no one knows how to use the QR right in cameras.
Really?
True.
Yeah.
That's true. Now you can download a QR reader on a free app if you want, or you could do it with your camera.
So that's what
But it's
they-
not gonna work because I can't stand reading a menu on a phone.
Really?
Because the
Yeah, I don't
menu's
like
this
that.
big and the phone is that big.
Although it allows
like
you
it
to
either. Just-
text. I shouldn't let my
I'd rather
secret
have
out. It
the
allows
men-
you to text and read at the same time.
I'd rather just have the menu in front of me and just read it instead of going through my phone with it. If I would do that, I would order food online.
Now, when you go to a restaurant, suppose you're gonna go to a seafood restaurant. Do you know what you want before you go there?
If there's oysters, I'm down. Oysters.
Okay, so you like oysters.
Yeah.
I like shrimp. So you know exactly what you. So you don't go in there and order a steak.
Look,
No.
one of the things I know what to do is be very decisive about food I eat. Like, I want this food, I'll get it. Like, when I order anywhere, I want this, I like that, like this. Boom, I'm done, go to go.
So you're very decisive as to what you want to eat.
For food, yes. For other things, no.
And now, have you gone to a restaurant to eat yet? Or you sat down at a restaurant?
I don't think so. Except for like a pizzeria restaurant, then. No.
Okay. Slick, have you gone to a restaurant?
Mostly been either DoorDash or
So
Going
you're,
into-
you're ordering out.
yeah,
So when you guys order out, it's a little bit different because you can pick from anything in the menu.
yeah.
So sometimes when I go to a restaurant, I can't see the menu. I ask the waiter what they recommend, and that really aggravates Chuck.
Why?
And then I'll ask him if you like this or this, and that really, really aggravates Chuck because he doesn't understand why I ask their
It's a
opinion.
great question.
And I say because they know the best. They know what's sold. They know really what's good, and they'll tell me the best instead of what's don't get. They'll say, "All right, it's all how you deliver it. Do you like this or this?" And they go, "This is so much better." And so when I can't read a menu or it's just too busy for me to choose, I ask the waiter what they would recommend.
Yes, I know Linda does the same thing. And I don't.
Because you know what you want.
I don't care.
Well, I'm kind of like that too. That's kind of why I don't go out to eat a whole lot.
If I'm gonna eat a lobster, no matter what this guy tells me, I'm gonna eat a lobster. You could tell me no, get the swordfish, and I'm gonna say, okay, thank you very much, give me the lobster. If I'm going there to eat something, like I love calamari, everything begins with a little calamari. You can't go wrong when you have a little calamari. Calamari
I like
here,
the
calamari
movements. I
bread.
like the movement.
Maggiano's.
well,
we should call
I,
it eat,
I'm
by
not
the
a,
way.
I'm not a big drinker of
Of what?
wine with foods.
Really?
Yeah, I don't participate with
You're a
that.
drinker of wine without
Like
food.
iced tea or water now. I'm not a. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. The
Are we hearing this
wine,
correctly?
the wine disrupts the flavoring of the
Really?
deliciousness of the food.
Oh, but that's why you have to talk to their guest that's going to be on tonight at 7 o'clock. She pairs wine with food.
No, I know that, and I pair it, but I end up drinking more wine than eating more food. I don't like that.
That is true.
If I'm gonna have calamari, that's the first thing. If I'm gonna have shrimp, how do I want them? Do I want to peeling shrimp? Which, you know something I never did until I came to Miami. It
I
was
love
always
peel and eat shrimp.
it was I never did that. I was always the shrimp was shrimp in the basket.
But
You know.
fried?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But what do you do with the stuff that you peel, the tails?
I put them in a bowl.
And what if you're at your house? What do you do with them?
Put them in another bowl.
And then what do you do with them?
I
do you
throw them in a
away?
plastic bag. No, I put them in the bathtub to raise them. Yes, I throw them
Do
away.
you throw them away?
Well, what are you gonna do with them?
I put them in the freezer
Why? That's gonna destroy your freezer.
because they smell bad.
So you put it in the garbage and you take it out to the garbage.
Yeah, but the garbage doesn't go out every day. So and then it smells until the garbage man picks it up. And
That's his problem.
but then that smells the whole outside of the house up or the garage. up.
Outside of the
Ugh.
house?
No, so
What kind of garbage can do
I
you
take
have?
all my food that's like that.
And you put it in the
I
freezer?
put it in the freezer.
That's disgusting.
I put it in a bag in the freezer. I sound
doesn't
like Vinny. I put it in
matter.
a bag
That's
in the
just
freezer.
horrible.
And then it freezes it, and then the night before it goes out, and this way it doesn't smell anything up. I can't stand the smell of like garbage or stuff in your disposal. Mm-mm. Welcome to my brain on Tuesday.
If you take a lemon and you cut it up and you put it in the garbage disposal with some ice, you
I
will
do
never
that.
have a smelly. You can also use baking soda, and you will never have a smelly
I was
anything.
actually thinking
That's
of putting
true.
some baking soda here on the carpets and
No,
cleaning
no,
them.
no, no, no.
Why?
You don't want to do that.
Why?
because it will change the color of the carpet.
Okay, how do you clean them then?
You get a carpet cleaner and you spray it evenly. Anytime you use any kind of cleaner on a carpet, she's going to change color.
Really? Interesting.
You throw it away and you get a new one.
Or that's another option as well.
Why not?
Another option as well. All right, let's take a commercial break. Thank our sponsors. Give us a call, 888-994-4995. Studio A, say hi to Vinny and Slick,
Yes.
Valerie, and Teddy in Studio A.
And give us a call.
And give us a call. We'll see you in a little bit. We'll be right back.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Healing Moments Wellness Boutique specializes in integrating scientific and ancient therapies to relieve physical, emotional, and psychological distress. Through the power of touch, coaching, and meditation, clients experience pain relief, relaxation, healing, and detoxification. Contact Healing Moments Wellness Boutique at 561-931-2187 and experience Boca Raton's Healing Haven. Enjoy the benefits of an individualized treatment plan to help find your feelings of peace, complete balance, and wellness. Call Healing Moments today, 561-931-2187, and be rejuvenated.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Slick, you good? Yes. You got Slick Speaks coming up today.
Oh yes, we do. Yes, Slick Speaks.
Are you playing a tape show?
Oh no, I'm not playing a tape show.
What's the live
My
show
tape
today?
show's already the one from yesterday is already up. And what
Did
is
you
it?
fix that one?
Yeah, I did. So
That was
basically,
funny.
so
Do you want the
basically,
camera tighter?
Oh.
Do you want it looser?
I should have.
Move the camera back.
That's what she said.
You got this.
We got this. I don't like.
This is what I was hearing.
It kind of, it kind of flowed though because like the whole, it kind of flowed. But
I thought it was
I'm
part
gonna
of
take
your new open.
Yeah, and it sounded good. Like I'm like, but I'm telling them not to.
Although, you know what? That'd be kind of a cool open, by the way.
No, so
it's
serious.
Like behind the scenes.
I thought it was his open. That's
No.
why I said to Teddy, "Has you heard Slick's show? Because the open has a new element to it, or did he forget to turn off the mics?" And she asked him, and he goes, "We didn't use any F-bombs." Then I really thought, "Oh, okay.
We didn't use any-
It must be part of the open."
Because I heard it right after the fact, and I'm like, we forgot to cut off the mics,
yeah.
and then all I heard was just me talking, and then someone in the back just grumbling, and then it just me talking.
No, but the music was going,
yeah, no,
and you were talking.
yeah.
I thought it was the coolest thing. You would have said, "Lights, camera, action," or something like that. And I said
I
to
might
Teddy,
do
she
that.
said,
I like that though. I
I
like
think
the
it'd be
mics
kind
being
of a
on.
cool open.
Yeah,
I
like
love the
mics.
elements our crew is putting together. Val's putting together a new open for Abby. We're going to keep her video the same and do a new voiceover for her show. And she's working on an editor's desk. Brenda's got 2 guests coming on Friday. So she's changing that up a little bit, talking about how her life has changed in the past 2-3 months working with us, and all of the promotion that she's learning, and all of
I
the
see a lot
ideas.
of Brenda now on social media. I didn't see that much of Brenda.
She said
before.
8 months ago she was ready to take her own life. And now she said she's done more in the past 2 months than she has in the past 8 years.
It's amazing. I like to bring her on the other machine as well, or I like to enhance. There's some new tricks that I've learned that I want to teach the crew to use on the remix.
She would love that. And everyone, Brenda and Abby and everyone just says us believing in them has changed their life.
Isn't that really weird that you actually believe in people more than they believe in themselves? And then when you do it, they'll look back and say, you know what? This can't be real. There's got to be an angle in your wings.
I thought that when I met you, actually. Actually, I didn't think that. Everyone else who knew me thought that. They thought, why would he be so nice to you? Why would he basically gave me the keys to the kingdom and said, create and make it yours.
Why,
Padawan.
but what makes the difference between the owner of the Kansas City Chiefs, who are paying Mahomes $500 million to say, here's the kingdom to the city, go win, and he finds a way to do it? What's the difference between anybody who says, you see the talent, go do it, and anybody else? Why?
Because most people, at least women, are not used to being recognized.
What?
We're told so often in life, and I don't know, I can only speak for women and my age women. We're told so often in life that the male, the breadwinner, they get all the accolades. And if you're home and you're raising your children and you're doing what you do as a mom, or even if you're working, you still don't get the recognition. So you kind of feel a little bit small, as if you contribute to the world, but not as much as those that make the money. And then someone comes along like you.
Yeah, but I raise children.
Then someone comes along like you and says, you can do this, do whatever you want. And I can tell you this from 100% experience. I said, excuse me, are you nuts? And you
But
said,
why would I-
yes,
but why would
but
I
do
be-
it anyway.
But why would I be nuts? First of all, it had nothing to do with you being a woman. It had to do with talent. I tell Slick the same thing. And last I look, he's
But
not a
people
woman.
don't do what you do.
But you're not supposed to do what I do.
Nobody does what you do.
But I don't want you to do what I do. I don't ask Slick to be like me.
So remember what Lady Gaga said? There can be 100 people in the world and 99 don't believe in you, and that one person does. Somehow you believe the 99 until you find that one person that gives you a chance and believes in you. And I get everything she says because that is what you did for me, and here we are.
Now, let me ask you a question. If you never cried a tear in your life,
The oceans would be
except
empty.
one tear, let's say you live to be 100, and in 100 years you cried one tear, only one, would that one tear be any different than the millions of tears that you cry over 100 years?
No.
So why would anybody be different? If somebody says to you, come on, do your thing, then do it.
But we don't know. Sometimes people don't know what their thing is. They're, like the woman I met from Hawaii, you're laughing, but her whole life
No,
she
I'm
was
not
told.
laughing. I'm not laughing.
She was told
I'm laughing at the way you receive it.
she's not normal. That not everyone talks
But
to
nobody's
animals.
normal. Slick ain't
People
normal.
don't see what she says. I mean,
Yeah.
she'll know
Are
things.
you normal?
No, I'm not normal.
You know, she'll know things ahead of time, and she knows to reach out to people, and she knows things are coming. She sees pictures before they happen. In her mind, that's just who she is. Until enough people told
But that's
her.
okay.
In our world, it's okay. Until enough people growing up bullied her and made her feel terrible that she retreated inside. And that's the problem, is that people
You see,
don't.
but Dawn, that's the
they
part I
can't
don't
find their
get. But this
gifts.
is the problem I don't understand. You take Teddy. I told Teddy 2 years ago, be you.
Yeah.
Do you. And go out now. I want her to be more of her. But I don't want people to think that I don't want them to think that I'm looking for something. See, one of the problems that I run across is that people think that I'm setting it up because I'm looking for something specific. I'm not.
So
you
they'll
know.
say, what are you looking for?
Is every bottle of wine that you open, is it all going to taste the same? Right? I mean, you want to be able to taste people's ideas, their philosophies, what they do. From all those bottles of wines, you get the best mixture of wine. You get a better production, right? There was a time when I met you, I didn't do all of this. I didn't believe in social media.
I
I thought it
know.
was a bunch of,
And we certainly weren't here, right?
right. You know, and look at the players that you have around you. I mean, is every day a challenge? Of course. Every day you're learning something. But if I say to you, come on, let me see what you got. Let me put you in front of a camera, do a show. I mean, I put Teddy and Jackie Birch on radio without any experiences here because Jackie asked for it. Says, okay, let's do it. But I didn't want anything in return. I wanted them to see that they can.
But that's where you're unique. And what we get to offer people, we now, is that opportunity. And yesterday, when they actually said, I understand, I believe in me, thank you for believing in me, and they believe in them.
Yeah, but they got talent.
Unbelievable.
They got a whole lot of talent. Not for nothing, but Brenda, that whole gang, the bacon lady from Washington, the scientific lady.
Oh, actually, the lady from Canada we spoke to last week, she wants to regroup.
Yeah, I mean, all these ladies that you brought forward from that group, I've been in this game a long time, and these are 5'2" players. And a 5'2" player, you never know what can come out of that group. They're
And
100% correct, but they got to take a shot.
And it's interesting because until you look, and I was talking to a woman the other day, until you look back and connect the dots of your life and realize you are where you are for a reason because God or whatever you believe in has led you through the dots. If I'd ever thought that my degrees in communications and special ed would lead me to a production company where we get to create shows for individuals with different abilities, some with disabilities, different abilities, women and children, and bring that forward, I could have told you crazy. Oh, you know what I saw on social media, Slick and Vinny? Someone said, remember, actually it was Chanel that posted it. Everyone got it wrong. So in 2015, when they said, what's your 5-year plan?
Right.
Would any of
This
you have
wasn't
gotten it right?
Nobody got it right.
Got what right?
What's your
5-year plan.
5-year plan in 2015?
5-year plan 2015.
If someone had said to you in 2015, what's your 5-year plan? Would you have ever predicted 2020 to be this way?
No, no way.
No.
Everybody's
So,
gonna know.
right, that's a good point.
And that's what she said.
But it's interesting that you brought up when you tell people to come and do things. I remember the first time Slick, he got to watch and then he got involved. Same thing with Vinny. Now we make all the kids do podcasting and their own show because they are individuals. Everybody has a whole different, but I still laugh when I talk to people and they put me off. They think that by putting me off for weeks and months, sometimes even a year, that it's going to change it. And then when they see people coming forward and doing their thing, then they say, okay, I'm ready. Okay, well, now the barn is full. You got to wait. Not because I wanted something back then, but because there are other people that are willing to take a shot. So how do you measure success?
How do I measure success?
Yeah.
There's a lot of levels. It's not all financial.
No, not at all. But if you didn't take a shot, if you don't go and try, if you didn't jump off whatever bridge you were hiding on for 4
If you don't get out of your
years,
comfort zone, you will never grow.
you will never have a shot.
And that comfort zone, I can't tell you, the comfort zone's always good. So sometimes it's better to get out of it, but you're scared and you're afraid and you
So
think
what?
I can't. But when you take that little step, and Brenda said it perfectly yesterday when she understood a little bit what we were talking about after month 1. It's why we ask our clients and our sponsors and the new shows we produce to give it 3 months. Because it truly takes at least 3 months to understand the concept and the vision that everybody has to bring it together and collaborate. And she's in month 3 right now of Editor's Desk, and she says,
And she's great at it.
and she's amazing. She says, now I see. And I said, you know what, right now business plans can change. Anything can change. It's what works for you and your show. So we're going to put that together and come up with some kind of course, a coaching type of thing
You talked
on
about that.
intermediary.
It's funny
step.
how we talked about that yesterday at the end of the day.
So I was teasing Freddie yesterday because I want to create something for all of our guests on how to be interviewed, how to talk in sound
No,
bites,
how to be on
how
TV.
to present yourself on TV, not just to get to TV. How do you present yourself?
Okay, so you ready for this?
So I told Freddie the way he sits on his phone is probably
Oh,
not
yeah, I
the
remember
best way
yesterday.
to
Yes.
teach how to present yourself, but yet it works for you. If I
Apparently
did
it
this,
bothers you.
no, I think it's fantastic because that's your style. But could I do this?
Well, you don't look too good doing it.
Exactly my point.
You gotta have that
You kinda
suave.
got to fill the chair. I don't fill this chair. No, I could do it in the white chair. I think that's part of it.
You know, one of the problems that I have if sitting down, I know somebody
The
came in.
animator.
Oh, one of the problems when you sit down and you do this for 3 hours a day, you know, you sort of start aching.
We should
So
get
I'm
you
sort
a
of stretching.
recliner.
I gotta get a gym.
Zoop, and put your legs up like in the iPic. Oh, did you see Regal Theaters are closing?
Yes. All my 40 coupons in the
That's
toilet.
what I was thinking of
Yep,
you.
they're all going down.
And I gotta tell you, the Regal Theaters, I'm sorry they're closing. They are the best. They are like iPick, but for 1/3 the price. Unbelievable, Regal. I'm so sad. Such a sad day. A lot of movie theaters are going out.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
think
need
AMC
Regal.
is next,
Yep.
Yeah?
possibly. They're not doing so well.
They-
I don't think AMC is next because AMC took over MovieCo. AMC's big. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but remember,
Yeah,
they're
but
not
I
doing
think
so well
movie.
this
I
past
think the
year.
division is going out. They're asking
Yeah.
Warren Buffett to buy the movie industry.
Ooh.
You believe this?
That's
Interesting.
nuts.
So, Connie, I'm a little upset, Connie, with what you just told me. Because you know how I said I asked the server what's better? You know what she said? Sometimes the server recommends food that they have to get rid of.
True that.
She said, I learned that by teaching writing to people in the hospitality industry. She was a professor before she created this new
She's
gadget.
right. I don't even want to say nothing.
Connie, now I'm a little
There are
upset.
people in New York City, never Florida, but in New York City there were restaurants that I know that some foreign matter was put into the food.
I'm going to
because they
sleep
get
with Hector's food. Good morning, animator.
Hector, what are you cooking Saturday?
Doesn't matter. Something pumpkin spice. He gave us a heads up last week that the next 4 weeks
Boy,
will be pumpkin.
this is like a giant promo. I'm going to cook. It doesn't matter.
What are we having Thursday to test this? Doesn't matter. Because we know it's going to be delicious and it'll be pumpkin-y.
Now, I told you the best way to get great food at a restaurant. Didn't I tell you this?
Yes.
You walk in with a pen, you take your pen out, and you write the name of the waiter or the waitress on the table. Trust me when I tell you this.
Really?
Yep. And you put it so she or he can see you writing. What is your name? Billy. Billy what? Billy Wagner. And you write it on the table. Because the waiter's going to say, you're doing that so you don't forget my name, yes. And you address the waiter by name. Hey, Billy. You can write Billy. You don't have to put the last name. And I'm going to tell you something. You will get the best service ever.
You know, we used to do that macaroni grill. Did you guys ever go to Macaroni Grill?
A macaroni girl?
Ever heard? I think macaroni something. I think that's what it's called.
Macaroni?
A macaroni grill, I think it was. Anyway, it was this great chain, and they had one in Texas, and they had one. I know there was one in Plantation near my parents, and there was butcher paper on the table, and it got
Yeah.
crayons. And the waiter and waitress would come by, and they would write their name for you.
Yes.
And then you got to
And they
kind
had
of
to write it
doodle and
backwards.
do everything. Remember that? And they would take multiple crayons and do it.
Yep.
Was that the name of the restaurant?
No.
It was
That's
macaroni
macaroni.
something.
That's macaroni,
Macaroni
bar and grill.
grill?
Macaroni what?
Macaroni bar and grill.
Maybe.
Yeah, macaroni bar and grill. They
Yeah, I
closed
remember,
down.
I remember seeing the. I do remember those restaurants existing at some point.
Yep. They used to write their names backwards. I was amazed.
I think
at
they
that.
got. I don't know. I think they're the Carrabba's now.
Oh, maybe. It was the first restaurant we took Chelsea to, and we had her in her little infant seat, and you turn the high chair upside down. I mean, she was probably not even a week old, and we took her out to a restaurant.
But I tell
I
you,
didn't cook that either.
but that's the best thing you can do is you write the person's name and they will serve you impeccably.
I
But
think the
don't-
girls are going to head over to Tracy.
But do you get into an argument with a waiter? I want to do that.
No, you've warned me. Ever work in food service?
Yes.
Other than
You ever
that
seen a
coffee
foreign?
shop?
Yes.
You ever seen a foreign obstacle like a burger hitting the floor, putting it on the plate?
No. What?
Ever work in food
You get
service?
odd
Slick?
specific with some things, Freddie. What's
It's
up?
only retail for me. Retail and
the
You
sales.
put a bird on a plate?
What?
You put a dead bird on a plate?
No, the burger fell on the floor.
Oh, burger.
Chick.
And you take the burger, put it back on the plate.
Oh, I got to tell you
That's
guys
happened.
a really funny
stuff
story.
Stuff that happens in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So you know how Freddie's English
Well,
is
I
so
mean,
very
there's-
specific, Hector?
What?
You know how Freddie's English is so specific?
Yeah.
Yesterday he tells Gio he needs a banner.
Yeah.
And Gio says, what size? And Freddie goes, 8 by, I got to measure.
So there's 8 inch.
8 by, I got to measure. And Gio says to him,
Width or
so
height?
is that feet or metric?
I don't-
It's like you put the J in ghetto. You're hilarious.
What did I say? It's 8 foot by. I gotta measure the width.
so you, so you
does
know.
that?
So you just know you need it 8 feet high.
Yeah.
Right.
What is wrong with that? That's an 8 foot banner.
True, but I guess most people want to at least know how long. what
I
length-
don't
length
know.
before they design it.
Something like this, an 8 foot maybe by 6.
think by
That's
6.
more
I
than-
think it's
that's
8
more
by
than
6.
That's
feet.
8 by 8.
Yeah.
That's
that?
huge. That
That's
bad.
huge. You don't need anything
Oh.
that big.
No, but I need a high 8 by 6 or 5 or not 4. It's probably gonna be 8 by 6 because it's got to go like across the pole. Oh, and that's funny because they didn't understand what I wanted, so I drew. You know how you draw on your
Just
phone?
like this with the
I
line.
put a circle with a line in front of the pole. But what is that so funny? 8
Yeah, some
by I
people
gotta
go,
measure.
I don't know. I gotta measure 8 by, and you go 8 by I gotta GOTTA measure, and that's so Freddie, a Freddieism. And Gio's smart answer was even funnier.
Is it metric?
Is it metric? You guys are
I
hilarious.
said feet. I could give it to him in metrics.
He was kidding you too.
But I wasn't kidding. I was really serious. I need an 8 by I gotta measure.
I know you are.
Oh, I
And
don't.
that's even funnier.
I don't get it. Is that funny?
You are funny. Don't you find him hilarious?
Oh yeah, he's definitely hilarious.
Wow.
He knows how to make everyone chuckle in the morning.
You do. You bring the joy into everybody's morning.
I put G in ghetto. J in ghetto. I put the fun in dysfunctional.
You do put the fun and
definitely.
dysfunctional.
We have shirts made like that. Warm-up shirts for baseball
You
teams.
do
We
put the fun and dysfunction.
dysfunctional.
That's pretty much what we got. We had a full day, a full lineup here at the cafe. Check our calendar out. But we got a lot of guests. We've got Chatterbox coming in. We've got celebrity boxing coming in.
Ooh.
We've got Connie Anuki coming on and talking about her
What
little
is
gadget.
celebrity boxing?
It's at 9 rounds tonight, actually.
Yeah, but what is that? It's
Celebrity
who's
deathmatch.
celebrities?
A
Huh?
celebrity death match.
No, that's something completely different.
No,
I
but
know,
who,
I know. Making a
but what is
reference.
celebrity
You don't know
boxing?
that.
Are
Oh,
there
what,
celebrities
oh, yeah,
fighting?
he's so
We're
part
gonna
of the
find out. I don't
MTV.
know.
Viewers
We've
get the
got,
reference.
Well, I got the reference, but Freddie's not even part of the MTV generation.
Yes,
Hey,
I
me-
am. I created the MTV generation. What are you talking
Created and part of is two different things.
about? Oh, I'm sorry.
You know what else do we have
I
on?
created something I'm no longer a part of.
We've got a race driver coming on.
We
and
got a
we've
drag
got,
show?
oh, you know who else is coming on? The Goddess.
Who?
Ooh.
We've got the Goddess Danielle coming on. Remember we spoke to her on Friday
Goddess
afternoon
of
from
what?
upstate New York?
Yeezy.
Oh yes, the goddess is coming.
The Goddess
Yes.
is coming
Goddess.
on.
I'm
It's a
telling
new
you.
show we're
Yes.
creating. It's called
The
Life as
Goddess.
a Goddess.
She walks
Wow.
on water.
The Goddess.
She puts she
Athena.
puts all the men's bodies and she walks on them underwater.
Okay.
Bada boom.
and she plays the harp. I got to tell you, we've met some unbelievable
I gotta tell you,
people.
it's funny. Every time I look at Vinny now, I'm always thinking for puns, and no pun intended is being used all over the circuit now.
But yeah.
That sense of humor has changed.
It's fun. I'd rather have a sense of humor than the other stuff that people are watching on the news. I got to tell you, it is just hateful and hurtful and turn
We should have
it
more
off.
puppies on it. Puppies.
Absolutely.
I don't
You
think
should
I'm
do that
making-
on your show.
Bring a
Just
live
random
puppy?
puppies.
Puppies.
We could do a segment on random puppies.
Yeah, we should Oh, yeah.
Send
But
me
it-
pictures of your random puppies.
But if you're gonna do a puppies, send pictures or stuffed animals, because I don't want to have to clean up after them.
No, just send pictures of video.
Pictures of video.
And we
Yes.
have a call today
Bring
with
your
Indiana
best
to
puppy
talk about
pictures.
expanding Fuego 2.0.
Yes.
We got a lot going on today.
today.
Put on your roller skates.
I'm
Buckle
exhausted
up,
already.
Batman. I know. We're going to head over to Healing Moments and create some segments and some healing for you. So our crew's going to head over there. We got Slick Speaks coming up at 10:30, and then a full lineup here at the cafe. So come back, join us again at 12 o'clock. We'll see you in a little bit. Have a great morning, everyone.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.